Hey everybody, Boris with BK Forex. Welcome to the crosses section for April 9 to April 13, 2018. And I think the big story going forward next week is going to be the trade war story as reflected in the crosses section. And to me, of course, the Aussie, as I said, was the relative weakness trade. And there's nothing easier than kind of the Aussie-Kiwi trade to the downside. The one key caveat I have with this particular trade is that the 105 is very key support. But if for the escalation of activities or hostilities, really rises, then this 105 support is going to go down hard, and that's going to possibly take us all the way to the yearly lows around 103. So it's certainly worth watching. I think this cross is one of the most vulnerable to any further escalation between US and China. The second idea, similar story, but also could be flipped around, because what I love about Aussie Yen is that if there's a positive resolution, this pair is going to skyrocket. If there's a negative one, it's going to drift its way back up towards the 81.50. Right now, technically, it looks quite negative, and the trade is to the downside until proven otherwise. But it's a very interesting headline story because it's one of those pairs that's going to be most sensitive to either positive or negative news as far as the trade war front. And then the third idea is kind of out of the blue, because this is a hidden trend that I think we've really missed for a while, but it's taken out the most recent highs, most recent swing highs. It's really worth watching. This pound Swiss, I'll show you how well it actually, as a matter of fact, let me just start with pound Swiss. You can see how it's been walking the Bollinger Band for really surprisingly long time, since the beginning of March. Basically, the whole month of March was a secular bull trend in pound Swiss, minor little dip. We came back up. Most importantly, the last 3 days, we've been able to kind of challenge this 135 highs. And to me, if we get a close through the highs here, what's the high over here? It's around 35.50. If we can get a close above 35.50, that would signal a true nice breakout signal with potential now towards 36, 37 on the upside. So this trend very much in place, still ongoing, and looks relatively bullish. So if you get a momentum move push higher, it's worth following, because I think it essentially has free reign here for quite a lot of move to the upside. Now, Aussie Kiwi, as I was saying, a great looking short, a series of lower highs, basically walking the lower Bollinger Band all the way down. But you see how this 105, right in front of the 105, has just been very, very strong support here. That's what needs to be broken to really take us to the next level, which is really around 10. Well, this is the former resistance, now support at 105. That if that's broken, then we really go down all the way down to the 104, 103s, which is the yearly lows on the pair. So I really like this this trade on any further hostilities in China. Where would you be wrong? I think if it goes to 106, then it will have formed a pretty strong bottom, and you're certainly wrong here. So this is a pure momentum trade to the downside, looking to break this very key support level on any further negative news. And then the last trade is kind of a binary trade, because this really can break one way or the other. Right now, it's curling down just like this pattern over here. It's kind of entered right into the sell zone, and suggesting that we have more negative trade here, possibly towards the 81.50, maybe even 80.50 to the bottom. But if we get a positive resolution, I think any kind of a trade above 82.50, any kind of a turn over here, an engulfing green candle that would completely negate this this red one, would be very positive, because that would really suggest a true bottom in place and a move all the way out to 83.50, quite possible. That would be a bullish signal that the global trade story really goes unharmed, and we don't have any kind of a trade war situation. To me, this is the primary cross that is going to express that theme all of next week, so really worth watching. Wish you guys the best luck, the best of trading. Boris, over now.